What is up, guys? Welcome into Rover Sports. Kareem Hunt has officially been released by the Kansas City Chiefs. I wanted to give you guys that update. Um, Kareem Hunt today, crazy stuff. Incredibly disappointing. And I know that I'm going to get so many people coming in here. That's why I decided to do it. Everybody wants views. Woodshed, how are you? What's going on, guys? I mean, I know this could be under better circumstances, but I know that a lot of teams are going to want to sign him. I know some dear friends that have told me that I know people have some dear friends have told me that their fans want their team to sign him, and I'm not going to oust anybody. The Giants have Saquon Barkley, but I'll mention some teams that I think can use. I think can use Kareem Hunt. First, I want to say my friend Small Vol is in the chat, Garrett Sanders. And on a serious note, this is a very serious video, but I wanted to also say I feel my thoughts and prayers are with his grandfather at this time. He's been very ill for a while, and my thoughts and prayers are with Garrett, and I wanted to say that. I'll tell you the truth. I think Kareem Hunt is Le'Veon Bell could be going to Kansas City. That's a very interesting point. I don't know if they can sign him right now, but I think for Kareem Hunt, these are the teams that I think can possibly sign him. I think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a real opportunity to sign him. You know, you pair him with Jameis Winston. I know a lot of people would make a lot of jokes about that. I also could see him going to the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. If he goes to Houston, they have a legitimate shot to win a championship. Now, Indianapolis, I just think that franchise is very conservative. They're not going to take a risk on Kareem Hunt. So I think the Eagles are a possibility, the New York Jets for sure. The San Francisco 49ers. Now, the one thing about San Francisco is they could certainly use this guy. And it's just that John Lynch cut Reuben Foster the other day. So that's why the timing is terrible. It's not going to happen. Now, the NFL could suspend him for the rest of the season, which would make a lot of sense. You know, the NFL suspending him. I think that if you were going to look at the video and say he did nothing wrong, I think that that argument would be poor. You're supposed to be better than the jerk-offs that were around you. The girl was asking for it. Supposedly, she called him a terrible word that no one should really say to anybody. She was punching the guy as well. And the problem is that Kareem Hunt, you can't hang around complete assholes. And that's where he really got himself into trouble because it looked like it looked like all of them were drinking. It looked like a mosh pit. You can't surround yourself with complete idiots. And when you're a professional athlete in this time period, it's just brutal in terms of what cameras can collect. And TMZ's as sleazy as they come. It's really a mistake because it's a snapshot kind of mistake. The girl was punching him in the face. He didn't kick the girl to the ground. And it's a woman, and you just can't hit a woman. And that I agree with society. So it's just really rough. I mean, Kareem Hunt, he was a good kid. That's the thing about him is like he didn't have the past like a Tyreek Hill. He hasn't had a Big Ben Roethlisberger incident in the past. He hasn't had a Tyreek Hill incident. He hasn't had a Mixon incident in the past. And the thing about this kid was he was a Toledo kid. He played in the MAC. He was a quiet, nice kid. I don't know what happened during the summer. Some people get big-headed quickly, and I think that's what happened to Kareem Hunt because I heard over the summer he was getting big-headed. And it's a shame because this kid was a quiet, humble kid from Toledo, and I would have never expected this to happen to this kid. And he's an unbelievable football player. So that's the difference is that Ray Rice was older. Ray Rice was a little running back. He was going to hit that wall. Kareem Hunt's a top 5 running back, and you're going to get him on a rookie deal for next year. So it's going to be a steal in terms financially. That's why it is so appealing to see how the morality of this is going to go on. Cowboys, what an amazing win, man. I really appreciate you checking out my video, dude. You guys are absolutely awesome. You guys are a throwback to the NFL. G-Men 409, how you doing? Steven, everybody is going on. I really appreciate all of you. coming into the chat. Ronaldo, of course, we have a massive audience. It's a massive time in sports. You never know when breaking news is going to hit. And yes, Jake Reynolds and I did a pick video, so it's going to be pretty insane. I might even talk to a couple of other people that might even be doing some videos, like Chris the Entertainer. Everybody's going to try to make a Kareem Hunt video. And this is just an insane time for the NFL. Now, if the NFL decides to suspend him for the rest of the year, then it would make it less of a bidding war by the NFL. So I wonder what the NFL is going to do. I think for the Kansas City Chiefs that they made the right decision, because they can't have this over their heads as they go through the playoffs. I think KC did the right thing. Another team might be able to sign him in 2 years, and that will be the grievance period, will be a year or a 2-year grievance period. But I think that the Chiefs did absolutely the right thing, because he did it at their organization. The difference with Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill did it 4 years ago when he was a college student. Kareem Hunt just did this like, I don't know how long ago this was. I think he is going to be suspended the rest of the year. I think this is more shocking than the Cowboys win, but both were incredibly shocking. Donnie, thank you so much for the donation, pal. I appreciate it. I think Spencer Ware is a decent running back, and it's a running back. So if this was Tyreek Hill or if this was Travis Kelce, it would have been a lot more damaging for sure. You know what I mean? It is a running back. It'll be curious to see Kansas City go through the playoffs without Hunt. However, this is going to be a chemistry nightmare. Expect the Oakland Raiders to be able to compete with the Kansas City Chiefs this week. And also expect the Kansas City Chiefs now to lose in the playoffs, because they're going to be one-dimensional in the playoffs. They just lost their most dynamic weapon. Well, Tyreek Hill and Kelce are dynamic, but this guy can run the football. This guy can catch the football. And I'll tell you what, this guy, Kareem Hunt, is absolutely outstanding. And he's a great receiver out of the backfield, and Spencer Ware won't be able to do that. And in the playoffs, the Patriots and the Steelers are going to be able to shut down the Chiefs. You have a rookie quarterback, essentially a guy playing in his first year, hosting a playoff game in a city where they have not won a playoff game since when Joe Montana was the quarterback in 1993. I was not even born the last time Kansas City won a playoff game in Arrowhead. I was not even alive. And so you have all that pressure now on Patrick Mahomes, on this young team, and you have your star running back, one of the best players in the NFL, especially one of the best running backs. You have him go down, and now you're starting a journeyman, Spencer Ware, that is I think he's an older back. I think he's been playing around in the NFL a little while. He definitely doesn't have the burst or the speed. Spencer Ware is 27 years old. That is not exactly the youngest age for a back in the NFL. He is a journeyman. He is a C- running back. You went from an A+ running back, an A- running back, to now. And again, you're going to have to run the ball in the cold, and you're going to have to run the ball to keep these offenses off the field. Kansas City doesn't even have a good defense now. So this loss is probably going to cost them the Super Bowl, because this locker room is going to take a huge hit. Expect Kansas City down the stretch to lose some games to the Chargers. Expect Kansas City to screw this up, because this franchise right now is an emergency situation, and you can't just go out there, dismiss Kareem Hunt, and have no repercussions at all. This is like Plexico Burress, and on an even bigger scale for the Kansas City Chiefs. I still think Kansas City can pick up a good running back in the draft next year, like Justice Hill out of Oklahoma State. However, for this season, this probably cost them a Super Bowl berth, maybe a Super Bowl championship. So insane. I think, Mike, that they did have a chance to win the Super Bowl with Kareem Hunt at running back. I really do. I think that this is gonna. I think this is a pretty big deal. This running back is really, really special. And you're going to see there's a lot of teams that are going to be calling him. I know the Washington Redskins are on the phone. I know the Redskins are on the damn phone right now. I know those Bengals are on the phone. But the Bengals have Joe Mixon. That would just be such a Bengals move to see happen. I do want to go live on Insomnia Sports. We're going to get a huge audience. I'm getting a huge audience right now, 60 people coming into the chat. Spencer Ware for sure is good in fantasy for the last couple of weeks of the season. You know, that's the world that we're at right now. And a lot of people think, you're not, taking it all serious talking about Spencer Ware. But that's the social media. I don't think his career is over because this guy is still too young to have his career be over. Somebody's going to sign him in 2 years. Ray Rice, I think, was like 28 years old. This dude is way too talented. You know, we talk about Tyreek Hill. We talk about guys like Jameis Winston that in college were immature. Now, I know that this happened at the professional level, but I don't think Kareem Hunt's career is over. I just think he will be out for maybe a year. I think somebody will sign him eventually. So that's a very, very good question. Thank you. Sub it up. Spencer Ware got him to release the video. Maybe the Patriots got TMZ to release it. I'm dead serious. I mean, or maybe the Patriots, like I was thinking how diabolical this would be. The Patriots caused that girl to be a mole, and the Patriots like got to Kareem Hunt and set the whole thing up and forced her to say that horrific and racial word to Kareem Hunt in hopes that this would happen. But obviously, it's probably not the case. The Giants. I mean, to tell you the truth, like, you know, there's so many teams in the NFL. The running back position isn't the most important position in all of football. So I believe like now Le'Veon Bell for sure is going to get a huge boost because he hasn't, you know, a lot of people consider him a bad teammate, but he's done nothing compared to hitting a female like Kareem Hunt has done. But what I wanted to say about this whole ordeal, which is absolutely wild, is that I'd feel a little guilty if my team would sign Kareem Hunt because I'm hoping the best for his career in the long run. Like, I hope he recovers. He's going to become a better person from this. It's a terrible situation. The girl, luckily, is probably okay. I don't think there were any serious damages done, and it's not like a repeated offense like Reuben Foster. However, if it were my team, I kind of like my team to be a little bit morally just a little bit better. But there's a lot of franchises in the NFL. And I wouldn't want the Giants to sign him, period. But I totally get the bigger picture. I totally get it. He kicked the girl. I did see the video. He kicked her. She punched him in the face. He rolled over. He bear hugged her and then kicked her in the back. He was completely wasted. The girl was punching him, shouting racist words, and he didn't have the people around him. He made a terrible, terrible decision. He was hanging around complete idiots. And the thing about Kareem Hunt is that he was so much better than those low-life scumbags that were coming after him. And the fact is that obviously in hindsight, he just would have walked away. Why give that girl any piece of time? And ridiculous. Yeah, but the thing is, again, whatever angle, if you're going to address the video, you're going to say something that's going to piss people off for sure. I mean, I think that if you could compare, you definitely could compare incidents, but I think it's definitely wrong to kick a female. I just wouldn't do it. Everybody makes mistakes, and I know he will get a second chance and he'll recover. The Tyreek Hill incident, I believe, was recorded. And that was way back at Oklahoma State. And that actually was a terrible incident as well. But that was a longer time ago. That's why Kareem Hunt will be fine in this league, because in 2 years, in 2 years, he will have grown up from it and he will get the second chance in the NFL. I truly believe it. I don't think it's going to kill him. I disagree. I want to hear what you guys say. You guys already want your teams to sign him. I've had many friends text me they want their team signing him. Okay. Reuben Foster got another chance, okay? And Reuben Foster has had incidents for a whole year, and he's not even the player that Kareem Hunt is, okay? It's not going to end his career. It's not. It's a terrible situation all around for sure, but this is a crazy breaking news. I give the Chiefs actually credit. They did the right thing. If I were a franchise with Kareem Hunt and this just happened, you got to cut him. You give him about a year. You give it about maybe a year or 2 years. He will sign somewhere, and he definitely will not do it again. There's a lot of guys in the NFL that have passed. Like Garrett Bowles has a terrible past. He got kicked out of 5 high schools. Chad Kelly has had a really bad past with very similar things going on. The quarterback of Florida, the quarterback of FAU, DeAndre Johnson, it's like a last chance you scenario. The problem is that Kareem Hunt decided to go to the NFL, and that this is in the NFL. They released Kareem Hunt because, again, he kicked a female, he kicked a girl. It was a bad video, terrible look, and it's a very, very touchy subject, incredibly touchy subject. I appreciate everybody coming in here. It's a very interesting topic. This guy is a top 5 running back in the NFL. Very swift action going on right now. I wonder what teams are going to be trying to get at Kareem Hunt tomorrow afternoon. This is breaking news. Kareem Hunt, and I don't know if he's getting Ray Rice or not. He is so much better than Ray Rice. I got to give credit to Kansas City. Good thing they chose morals over the football, and good for the Kansas City Chiefs. If it was Mahomes, it obviously would be a much tougher situation. Ray Rice was very old at the time. He was Sean Alexander. Let's go back the year. How old was Ray Rice when the video happened? When video arrives, I believe he is going to be about Spencer Ware's age, if I had to guess. You guys, let's see if we can find it, okay? Where is the incident? 2014, Ray Rice. Oh my gosh, he's only 31 years old, but if you go back 4 years, he was 27 years old. Kareem Hunt right now is, I believe, only 23 years old, maybe 24 years old. He's my age. He is only 23 years old. That's a 4-year difference between Ray Rice and Kareem Hunt. That's a big freaking deal in the NFL for sure. Big deal. Big deal. Also, the Ray Rice video was actually he punched her in the face. This is a kick to the back. Again, we're comparing stuff here as we get later on in this video, but it's absolutely absurd. Hold on. Gotta fix one thing for 1 second. You guys are great. My subscribers are awesome. I am going to be doing a Lamar Jackson video tonight, and then it's college football tomorrow, and it's going to be an amazing NFL Sunday. I can't wait for a lot of these games. I'll tell you what I can't wait for before we talk about Kareem Hunt some more. I cannot wait for the Bucs and the Panthers. The Panthers are on upset alert for sure. I cannot wait for Atlanta and the Ravens. I think Atlanta has a chance to beat Lamar Jackson. And now we have the Chiefs and the Raiders. We have the Patriots, Vikings, and can the Pittsburgh Steelers bounce back, which I think they will. I better not be hating on Lamar Jackson. Is that a threat? Because spoiler alert, Lamar Jackson is not throwing it very well right now. He is looking more like Blake Bortles throwing that football. He only had a couple of good throws his senior year at Louisville or his junior year. He looks like a wishbone quarterback in the NFL, and his footwork is very, very sloppy. He is winning games. The good news for Lamar Jackson is he will have a chance to continue to get better, and the good news is hopefully he can prove me wrong. There is no reason to root against the kid. He is one of the most exciting players in the NFL. Alex, believe it or not, I think Lamar is doing a good job of sliding. I do agree. I believe he's going to get signed. Seattle would be a spot. Let's do the spots here for a couple of more minutes, and then I'm going to bounce and keep this video a nice condensed rate. Really appreciate, obviously, everybody coming in here. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate y'all talking with me. It's kind of been crazy. And I bet that this happened a lot in the 1990s. Video has really made everything incredibly. I guess it's good that this stuff is getting out, but also you have to tread so lightly. I mean, did you hear what Larry Johnson said to Kareem Hunt? It was unbelievable. That Twitter emotion. Reggie Bush also with some really interesting tweets this afternoon for sure. So, Houston Texans, definite possibility in a town with J.J. Watt, a team in win now situation. Lamar Miller's not that good and old. Kareem Hunt could go there. I could see Kareem Hunt going to the Bucks. I could see Kareem Hunt going to the New York Jets. Definitely could see him going to the Jets. The Jets need a running back for sure. And again, you are saving. I can't overstate this. You will be saving with the rookie contract. I believe you will be saving about maybe $18 million if you sign Kareem Hunt over Le'Veon Bell. So it's not even a comparison how much more attractive Kareem Hunt is than Le'Veon Bell from a financial standpoint. The Jets. A lot of Jets fans coming into my mentions. The Jets. They're probably the front runner. It would be such a Jets move, a lot of people are saying. And of course, they have Crowell and Bilal Powell. It would work perfectly. The 49ers are not going to sign him. The Redskins, I mean, if they just want to say F it and sign him as well, they obviously can do that with an injured Darius Geis and Adrian Peterson. But the Redskins are just about done. You look at other teams in the NFL, and I think I've named a lot of teams. The Seattle Seahawks live in a pretty liberal city in Seattle. Again, in Seattle, maybe they will take him in and sign him. You have to have you have to really have a culture and a team that kind of will accept guys and will try to take in guys that need second chances. So, a team like Green Bay that doesn't really want any risk with Ted Thompson, they will not take him in. A team like the Giants will not take him in, okay? A very rigid franchise. Even the Pittsburgh Steelers are a rigid, traditional franchise. Even Denver, even though they play in Denver, is a little more traditional than a Seattle. But you look at the expansion franchises, okay? You look at the expansion teams like Carolina and the Tampa Bay Bucks, especially Tampa Bay, I believe, is somewhat of a new franchise. The Houston Texans for sure are expansion, and those are the type of teams that you need to watch out for Kareem Hunt. Very good question. What the NFL is going to do. They're going to have to act swiftly on this for sure. Maybe tomorrow Roger Goodell is going to say something. You know what kind of upsets me too? I want to go on one little rant here. Everybody acts like the NFL has a bunch of shitty people and a bunch of assholes that do domestic assault. The bottom line is the NFL has 53 players per team times 32. 53 times 32, that's over thousands of football players. The majority of them are not out there hitting women, okay? When you look at the NBA, you only have 12 teams to a roster. So we act like this is an epidemic or a problem when it's a small, scintilla of the NFL population is actually doing these things. People act like this is like such a problem in the NFL, and in a perfect world, nobody would ever hit a woman. Everybody would just kind of be more mature, have certain people there to protect them, have good mentors when they're young, are raised right, and are not drinking and being irresponsible. And I know Kareem Hunt is a nice enough guy. I know he's more intelligent than to do this. That's why it's really disappointing, because Kareem Hunt is known around Kansas City as a quiet guy. You watched Kareem Hunt from Toledo. He's from a small school. He wasn't an entitled person, and that's why it's annoying. But I think the NFL, I'm sick of people going on social media saying NFL sucks and the NFL players are all jerk-offs. It's only a few people that have gotten into trouble, and you have the most players. When you have the most players, you're going to have the most problems. And yes, John, that is true. However, I believe that men need to treat women with respect, okay? Men need to just be better. Kareem Hunt needs to be better. He's making too much money. He's balling right now. He's in the 1%. He is God-given talent, and he is smart enough to not do this. I hate how, of course, a couple minutes, 20 seconds can ruin this guy's life. And that girl, I don't really think she's seriously injured, luckily. That girl was starting shit with him, saying bad words, punching him in the face. But again, you got to be better. It's a rough situation. Rough situation. It is political. It's rough. It's rough saying this breaking news. But anyway, that's 25 minutes. Luckily, when I come back, we're going to do a little Lamar Jackson film review, and we're going to be talking NFL ball over the weekend. Tomorrow, got Oklahoma winning, got the Tide winning, and I got Ohio State. So I got all chalk. But what I want to see happen is I want to see the Sooners and the Alabama win because I want to see Kyler Murray. I want to see Kyler Murray versus Alabama in the playoff. I don't want to see Ohio State, okay? I don't want to see Dwayne Haskins. I want Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is my favorite player in college football. So I appreciate that. Swag Kelly, Bengals, baby. Swag, I appreciate that. Swag Kelly. Walked into someone's house. He didn't beat up anybody. He got the shit beat out of him by an immaculate vacuum cleaner. Anyhow, on that note, have a great day, guys. Thanks so much for hopping in. Enjoy your Friday night. Have some fun out there. Relax. Enjoy college football. See you all on Sunday. Thanks for coming in.